Hi guys, it's Conquistador here. We're gonna react to Morgan Piers video now about Hamas and Israel conflict. I hope you like the video.
I'm joined by the Palestinian ambassador to the UK, Hussam Zomlet. Ambassador, thank you very much indeed for coming in. I do appreciate you taking the time.
Yo boy, how you doing? You good?
At a time like this to come to the studio. You were very active on Twitter from the moment that this hospital was.
This dude is very active.
You said it's a massacre. Hundreds are killed in an Israeli strike on the hospital. Hundreds of medical staff taking refuge. How long will it take to stop these atrocious war crimes? You then said waiting for UK government condemnation of this atrocious act of mass murder after being directly hit by an Israeli airstrike. And you carried on when Keir Starmer said the scenes of hundreds killed at the...
You see, my problem in this one, everyone who's defending Palestinian side is defending the wrong side, because they're supposed to defend the people in Palestine and not Hamas group. And the sad story here, they're talking about the hospital, that Hamas group had a misfire and blow into the yard of the hospital. I think nobody died, something like that, and they posted that about 500 people died. The next day they posted, like today, they posted 600 people died. And when the news and everyone checked what was the strike, even the USA, they noticed even the blow, it wasn't that a huge blow. So were the people there one on each other or something that died 500 or what? I still don't get it. I am sick of lies from both sides, Israeli side and Palestinian side, to be honest. Israel trying to fight the social media of Palestinian side, which is so annoying that each day they add like 800 deaths in Palestine, which is not even close to 50 or 100 per day, by the way.
The hospital in Gaza are devastating, can't be justified. International law must be upheld, but didn't mention Israel. You said, why can't you condemn this? Why is it so hard for someone with a background in human rights law? Is it because the victims are Palestinian? So you were in no doubt last night. This was an Israeli airstrike. And yet I watched the BBC News this evening. They did an extensive investigation of everything that's available at the moment by their Verify unit, specifically designed to cut through any partisan rhetoric and get to reality. And based on circumstantial evidence, as they said, but the clear conclusion of that investigation is it's far more probable that this was actually fired from within Gaza. It was a misfire.
I'm sure he's gonna deny this. I'm sure he's gonna deny this.
And they cite, for example, the crater.
This dude is a good actor,
tiny,
by the way.
This dude,
ambassador dude, he's a good actor. He's a very.
What is your response to that? Have you changed your absolute conviction that this is an Israeli airstrike?
Before I answer your question, Piers, today is the first day of our national mourning for the killing of hundreds of innocent people. And in memory of those hundreds of doctors, nurses, medical staff, patients, cancer patients, patients with kidney failures, children, innocent people who took refuge in a Baptist.
I like what he's talking about, to be honest.
The Anglican. In memory of all of those who were killed last night, allow me to have a moment of silence.
Okay.
Now back to your question.
I gave a moment of silence too, because I really hate to see innocent die. Doesn't matter which side, both sides. But I am sick of lies. I'm sick of both side lies, man. Like both sides have lies now that it's so funny that even the Israeli side started to have some comedians daily just to see how bad the Palestinians lies are, man. Like, if you really care about your people, say the
This
truth.
very same hospital, the Baptist Ahli Hospital of Gaza, was bombarded only 2 days before last night by the Israeli airstrike. And they recognized that. This very same hospital was designated by Israel as a place to be evacuated.
Nairo, I see what you say there. I think both are bad, but don't hide behind civilians. Let me tell you something. I am Arabian Israeli, right? Let's say I'm not gonna talk about Palestine. I'm not gonna talk about Israel. I'm gonna talk about myself. If someone now comes and I don't know, shoot at me, okay? He shoot at me. I don't mind it, okay? You shot at me. But if you want me to shoot back and be like, oh no, he's shooting at me and he's behind a baby, I'll be like, it's a baby, I can shoot his leg, right? I can kill him. But they're hiding in schools, they're hiding in kindergarten, and even Israel not hitting that at all. They're hitting their own houses. That Israel know which people, they have about 40,000 people that Israel know each person name. That's why Israel bombing their houses. They're not bombing some civilian houses. No. They're bombing the terrorist houses. Anyway, if you're hiding behind someone and you're shooting me and my family, you think I care about that someone? You think I would care who's that someone? I'm gonna shoot. Or you die or I die. I don't give a fuck. But I'm covering my family here. I'm covering the people that I care for. And that's what Israel do. Imagine if Israel now stop fighting them, stop shooting. What will happen to Israel? We will die. If they stop shooting and they ceased fire, what will happen? Fucking peace, because it's always like that. Nothing was happening. Nothing was happening. The Palestinian that died from 16 years till today, all of them tried to kill Israelis. All of them. Each one of them. Little kids that died, women that died, they hid their husbands. They hid their agents, the terrorist agents behind their houses. So don't tell me like it's a terror. Yes, it is a terror. You guys killing. But no, us, like the other day I was watching some dude, he was like, oh, 80 years ago they were Arabs. Now 80 years now they are Jews. Well, yes, the Jews 80 years ago, they were hiding between the Arabian community, which is my community too. We were helping them daily. That's why I live in Israel, I don't live in Palestine. And Palestinians were helping the Ottomans. They were beheading our ancestors. So, what you will expect from us? Anyway, that's a different story. Let's see this actor, what he will say.
Evacuated. This very same hospital, the director of it was called by the Israeli occupation authorities asking him to evacuate all patients en masse.
But that's not my question.
No. I'm answering your question and allow me to answer.
My question is, are you still as sure as you were last night?
I'm answering your question.
Fine.
I believe the Archbishop of Jerusalem, when he condemns the Israeli airstrike, I don't believe the Israeli mouthpieces
How are you doing? Good?
spokespeople. They lie more than they breathe. And their record is very clear.
He said they lie more than they breathe. When you accuse someone of lying, I'm sure you're the liar, man. I'm talking about normal shit. You're accusing someone that they're lying, saying we lie more than we breathe. And 471 people killed in tragic Israeli airstrike? Bro, the hole in the ground was fucking 1 meter. You tell me 1.5 meters, there was fucking 471 people? What are they, fucking, what you call them, midgets? Or what the fuck? Like, what is this bullshit?
Yeah. Number three.
And they already counted the body, man.
think groups in Gaza have such, precision and firepower? Really?
Well, I don't think it was precise.
Seriously?
That's the point. If you look at the
Look, he's so stupid. He's talking about precision and firepower. Man, it's obvious. It's obvious. It's a fucking misfire. I wish I have a video to show you.
It
guys,
was.
but-
If you look at the Ambassador, with respect, if you look at the
It was.
BBC, you look at the BBC investigation.
It was.
They include footage which seems to show a rocket misfiring. Let's have a
Look at his face now. Oh, okay. Okay, guys. I'm gonna show you this one. That's like this one is not from Israeli cameras, by the way. This one from Palestinian cameras, just to tell you. What's this? This is at 11 p.m. Look at this.
There's no sound.
You see the rocket that went? There was 2 rockets there. It went down here. Look how stupid this is, man. You see the rocket? This is the rocket now. Here is the rocket. Look, that rocket, you see it?
There's no sound.
Look now.
You see it go up, and then you see a ball of fire, and
Like,
it looks
bro.
like, and this was the BBC's
What
conclusion,
is this?
based again on circumstantial evidence.
Look at that. Look,
That this
look.
was fired from within Gaza.
Everyone can see it's a fucking misfire, man.
It misfired.
And by the way, you know why it was a huge blow there? Because there was missiles under the hospital. They were hiding missiles and not injured people. They were hiding missiles under the fucking hospital, man.
It then landed in the car park next to the hospital. Now,
Yes.
all I ask you this, Ambassador.
Yes, I am an ambassador. I'm an official,
Yeah.
and I tell you with certainty, this
I'm good. I got a random recruiter ask for my resume for Facebook job. And I had an amazing first interview on Monday. That's nice, man. Wish you the best, man. Much love, man.
was an Israeli airstrike.
Where's your evidence?
I have the evidence, and you.
I saw the stupid BBC report. If they don't know for sure, they should stay neutral. Look, Israel will never hit a hospital, man. Will never hit a hospital. Trust me, Israel always go by rules, go by books. Even they murder people, yes. I'm not saying they don't murder people, right? It's bad, and I feel for the people that getting killed, even the people that getting evacuated from their houses and like being homeless. I feel so bad for them, but I don't believe if they kept their terrorist groups in Gaza, anything will happen like this. So if you tell me a terror group here near my house will be there, I'd rather die than keep this terror group there, man. I'd rather die, man. Seriously, because these people are using them as a human shield. I'm not kidding, as a human shield, like it's nothing. The Al Jazeera reporter showed how like they hiding behind kids and the soldier inside the school telling the kids go outside, so Israeli Air Force don't see the soldier, but they see the kids.
You will see the
But
evidence.
where is it?
I'll tell you what's my evidence.
Look how it's
My
like
evidence is that we are calling for the Red Cross to come and investigate this, and for the ICC.
How come the Red Cross will go there when you guys killing everyone that is not Hamas there, man?
And until now, the Red Cross has the responsibility at such war crimes. Who's blocking the Red Cross? Anyway, we have very
Yeah,
strong
good luck,
civil
Roy.
society,
Much love. Thanks a lot
human
for
rights
the lovely sub,
organizations
man.
on the ground.
Much
We are
appreciated.
communicating with them. Tomorrow you will hear from everybody.
And you believe you will produce evidence that it was Israeli?
Yes, we will. Yes, we will.
Why would the American
The question,
Ambassador?
Piers, the
Let
question,
Look at this
me ask you
now.
this.
You know, don't ask me about the Americans. The Americans.
Why would the President of the United States say that his own independent investigation by his own people, i.e. not the intelligence given to him by the Israelis, that has also established it came from within Gaza?
Is that a serious question, Piers? Really? You think the Americans are?
You think he's lying?
Nairo, You said, yeah, like they raped, kidnapped that German tourist and paraded her pickup. Look, man, they forget about that already. They didn't do that for them. For that, oh, it's in the past now. 12 days from now, oh, it was 24 days. Now it's in the past, man. Last year you killed this and that. They don't care. They don't care, man. For them, they are animals. For them, they are not humans. Yeah, she was from
President Biden?
the
Yes, he is
Free
lying.
Palestine
He
girls
is
too.
lying. And he is part of
That's a
the
big charge
Sadly,
to make
well-
about
Well,
the
he,
President of the
he
United
has
States.
he has just lied before getting any evidence. There is no way.
No, he's seen evidence.
I don't know if he's seen evidence.
There
He
will
said he
never
had-
He
be
doesn't
peace
have
in
personnel.
Iran.
If he has personnel, he must provide protection for our
I will show
civilians.
you why there
Then
will
he
never
is
be
complicit
peace
in the
in
crimes.
Iran.
When you see that video, what do you think you're
then Biden is
what do you think you're
if
seeing,
he has,
Ambassador?
it's whitewashing and gaslighting, as we have been seeing
What
over
if- what if you're
decades.
wrong?
And well, what if I am wrong? Bring me again here, okay?
Okay.
Bring me again here, and then we'll discuss it.
Okay.
No one has such
Look,
firepower.
he said
except
then we
the
will discuss it.
Israeli
But have you seen the crater?
occupation
Have you seen the crater?
army, and you know what? No one even in the region has such firepower.
Have you
This
seen-
is
have
a
you
very
seen-
sophisticated.
Have you seen the crater?
I have seen. I have.
Does that crater not
I
tell
have
you
seen-
it was
I have
not an
seen-
Israeli
You see,
airstrike?
this is the trick. I'll tell you what happened. Israel did it. Israel thought the world was giving it the green light, that it was okay to do so. But when we did it, they did not expect the outcry, and then they did it again as they do.
The
all
out-
time.
Why is the crater
He
so...
didn't say the death. He didn't say the death. He said the outcry. Your outcry is so good that even my fucking TikTok. Wait, where is my phone, man? I will show you my TikTok now. I will show you here the TikTok. I don't know why Israel haven't fucking like my TikTok is full of Palestinian. Look at this. Already, I just opened it. Another one. Look at that, bro. My TikTok is full of. Oh, look at that, another one. Jesus. Like US been giving you 6 billions money and shit, man. What happened with that money? Even Israel didn't step 1 foot since 2006 in Gaza. But yeah, it's
on and off food supply? I think all this is
What
wrong.
about
It's
the
an
West
us.
Bank?
Ambassador, I think it's all wrong.
look what he's talking about. West Bank.
But let me just
So-
ask.
No. This is a
Ambassador,
major point. It's
you're
a
not
major
interviewing
point.
me.
It's a major
Is it
point.
an
Fucking
occupation?
Ambassador, you're
condemn
not
the
interviewing
deaths,
me.
you bitch.
And what you're trying to do, if you don't mind me saying, you are distracting from
It's a
my
con-
original question.
It's a conversation. Piers.
Respectfully,
It's a
Ambassador,
It's a
Conversation, man.
conversation.
I was interested that you last night were demanding that political leaders like Keir Starmer condemn a supposed attack by Israelis on a hospital, which now looks like it wasn't by Israelis.
They've got it
And I'm simply
so
saying to
under
you,
Keep repeating
if
this.
you want
Parroting
people,
Yeah.
this.
Don't
Ambassador,
do
let me
shit.
finish my
How
question.
do you know it's not by
If you
Israelis?
want, I
How-
don't.
How do you know?
I don't.
So don't say it.
But nor do you.
Oh, I know what I'm saying. I represent the situation.
You do not
So
know.
you
I
get
represent the
Israeli
You
situation
hold
and
me
condemn
accountable
what
next
you
time.
did.
You're neutral.
Okay.
You're neutral.
I am neutral.
I'm not neutral.
Okay, I get that.
So no.
Okay.
You are being biased.
That is honest of
You
you.
are taking
You
the
are
Israeli
being
side.
biased.
No, I'm not.
You are.
I'm not saying.
You are following the cue from Israel.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
I'm saying the BBC Verify unit
BBC?
has said tonight. I think. Do you think they're impartial in this or not?
They shouldn't. This is
They
none
won't
of
even
their-
call Hamas
this is-
terrorists.
This is none of their business. This is the business of Karim Khan, the prosecutor.
I'm
of
going to
the
ask you one more
International
time, and you don't have to answer this question if you don't want to. It's entirely down to you. But given that last night you wanted people to condemn what happened last night,
You will never
your belief that
condemn
it was
that.
an Israeli airstrike, and you were ferocious in demanding that
of course.
repeatedly. Will you now take the opportunity to condemn what Hamas did on October the 7th?
I
Final,
wanna
I only
hear
ask you one more time.
I wanna hear you.
22 Arab states
22
convened at the
Arab
beginning
states.
of this,
That's
including
how
my
we condemn
state, my government, and they condemned.
Do you personally condemn it?
They condemned the killing of civilians from all sides.
Right.
You know what? is
Not
very-
all sides.
No, from all sides.
Do you condemn what
From
happened
all
on
sides.
October
Yes,
7th?
yes.
Why are you so reluctant to
Sorry.
You
condemn
are.
it?
You
Yes,
asked.
so
You
funny.
asked.
You were the one last
I'll
night
tell you what,
demanding people
I'll
condemn.
I just wanna tell you something. From the 250 people that died, I think 50 people of them are from Jerusalem, Arabians from Jerusalem, and the Arabs in Jerusalem, like they were, nah, we rather stay under Israel than living in that shit.
I'll tell you why. I would be the first to condemn. If I ever saw you asking an Israeli official to condemn, did you ask the ambassador to condemn all the atrocities?
I will be asking.
I'll tell you.
I will be asking the representative of the ambassador.
No, you
tonight
had the ambassador before me. You did not ask her to condemn anything.
Then you didn't watch the interview.
I did.
Yeah.
I did.
Okay. Let me ask you one more time.
I did.
Because I'm not sure if you heard my question.
I will not answer this question unless you allow me to explain.
No, that's fine. You don't have to answer it.
No, I'll tell you.
But if you're not going to answer it, don't demand that other people condemn things. No. And certainly don't ask me to condemn things. If you won't condemn 1,400 people being slaughtered.
Our position.
How can you not condemn what they did?
Our position is very clear. I represent the Palestinian leadership and people. I represent the PLO. That's the sole legitimate representation of the Palestinian people. President Mahmoud Abbas, the government.
I know.
Hamas is not part of the government.
I know.
Okay, that's number one. Number two, that legitimate representation I represent have committed for 30 years for first non-violence and negotiations. I belong to that camp. You're asking the wrong person. Committed to international resolutions and committed to the recognition of Israel. We recognize the state of Israel long before anyone else. And we still waiting for Israel's recognition of us. And guess what happened in this 30 years? Every political avenue was blocked. Every legal avenue like the ICJ and the ICC is blocked. Every hope for any Palestinian is blocked. You are talking to a person who religiously believes in non-violence.
50% of the land.
So please don't ask me that question.
If you believe in non-violence, Ambassador, why are you reluctant? If you believe in non-violence,
that's why I
picked. Dude want to take all the land.
That's why I wanted to become an ambassador.
He's asking for Israel leaving lots of places like
I
for
believe
them.
in the power of non-violence.
Okay.
You want to go take them, make a war and take them like now.
The moral high ground. But that's why I am answering the way I'm answering.
Okay, I understand.
That's why I'm challenging you.
Okay,
Because the moment I accept your question is the moment I accept we are the instigators of violence. We are the aggressors. And I asked you the question before.
I actually didn't say that.
No.
I didn't say that to you. I
I
understand you're not part of Hamas.
No. Not me only.
I understand
the entire Palestinian people are the instigators of violence.
I understand you're not.
The question.
I understand you're not Hamas.
Let me explain, Piers, please.
But I understand it.
Cool down. The moment I accept this logic of condemnation, in the lack of Israeli officials being asked by you and everybody else to condemn, that moment I accept that my people are lesser of a people, that we are not equal, that we are a lesser of a, children of a God.
And I don't believe that.
Okay, no, I think.
And I think Palestinian people are absolutely entitled to fairness and equality and human rights, many of the things they've been deprived of for decades.
Oh,
I would love to see peace in the Middle East.
Shut up,
nobody
man.
can show me how what Hamas did on October the 7th has done anything for the Palestinian people other than set everything back and make peace even more unlikely.
The moment I see that equity, that balance, I'll be the first to use any word you want. But so long as there is this imbalance, this racism against Palestinians, this consideration of us of being, 1/5.
But I'm not racist against Palestinian people.
I think there are people who are racist. I think anti-Palestinianism is flourishing everywhere. I think we are seen as to be less of value than the Israeli lives.
Let me ask you
I'll tell you how. I'll tell you why.
Ambassador.
You brought me here. You're bringing everybody. This has been the focus of everyone. You have looked.
How do you want everyone to look at you the same when even if you go to Jordan or you go to Lebanon or to go to any country near your country, you fuck it up? That's why
moral compass
they look at you like that.
No.
Did you locate your? No. Did you locate your moral compass?
All that says to me is.
Did you locate your moral compass?
I covered
200 people killed this year in the West Bank.
I've covered.
Did you bring me to discuss the many Palestinians who were killed only in the last few months?
Ambassador,
this is that's
Let
that's
me
what
try
I'm
and
calling.
respond to you.
Okay.
I've been a journalist for 30 years. I've run major national newspapers. I had a daily show at CNN for 4 years. If you actually go back and look at what I did, including, for example, a 2-year campaign against the Iraq War, which I thought was an illegal invasion of a Middle Eastern country. So please do not pigeonhole me as somebody that has no compassion for Palestinian people. But don't generalize.
You oppose the war.
I've been getting Palestinians on all week. I've been giving Palestinians platforms, including you, all week, right?
But when Israelis were harmed,
bro,
you see, this is what I'm telling you.
You hear what
Why didn't you blame Palestinians when hundreds, thousands of Palestinians are killed by settler militias?
Ambassador, here's my answer.
Yeah.
I can guarantee you, absolutely guarantee you, that if the Israelis ever carried out a terror attack of the nature we saw on October the 7th,
they are doing.
What they
Since
killed
19
Look at what he's gonna say to this. If he said 1948, he's a stupid dude. Because he should say 1920. Okay? Because here my ancestors got beheaded from Palestinians when they were helping Ottomans against the English army. Because my granddad and his father were in the English army back then to make, the land here is free from the Ottomans. So look how stupid he is. He will say 1948 and he won't say 1920 because he's so stupid he doesn't know his own fucking history, man.
1948.
They pulled Holocaust survivors out of their homes and kept them hostage. They shot babies in their cribs.
Watch the terminology.
They burned families
And
alive.
he's not even
Deliberately
politic.
going in to get
He
civilians.
works with
your responsibility is to really use the right terminology.
like ambassadors.
Why?
They
This
don't
is
change.
indisputable.
all of the words.
All that happened.
You are invoking many things here. You've just invoked terrorism. You are now invoking.
Oh, nice,
ISIS.
Ryan.
You don't dispute it was a terror attack, surely.
You are now invoking.
Did you get that job, Ryan? Oh, so in Monday you get it. Yeesh, you've been waiting this for years. Now you let me hack Facebook accounts like it's nothing.
ISIS, and you spoke about.
I haven't mentioned ISIS, but
No,
for
no,
the
you
record,
did, you did.
not with you, but for the record,
with everybody.
I do believe there's a
Okay,
parallel
that's-
between what
that's
Hamas has done
Congratulations, man.
on October the 7th and ISIS.
No. Okay, you see,
You don't agree?
the Israeli, look, what happened on the 7th of October is not condoned. We reject wholeheartedly the targeting of civilians, our culture, our upbringing, who we are as Palestinian, Christian, and Muslims. What happened is non-Palestinian. How is that? And we reject it. And we want to continue maintaining the moral grounds of our cause. Very right.
Let me ask you this.
Okay. Let me continue.
Yeah.
Let me continue.
Okay.
Okay. However, since the 7th of October,
Look,
the
he
the
forgot.
first month.
What happened on 7th of October? However, since the 7th of October, bro, I don't know why you're still alive, to be honest.
Israel started preparing and putting together a huge campaign to delegitimize the Palestinian people, to link Hamas to ISIS, and then link Hamas to the Palestinian people.
They're
then link
fucking
the
ISIS,
Palestinian people to ISIS, then do the ethnic cleansing and the mass destruction and the mass murder you are following on your
But I think
sets.
okay.
That's exactly what happened. Then the international media, mainstream media.
Yeah, have a good
were
night,
literally
Roy.
Let me
following
ask you a
the
question.
cues, following the
Thanks for
cues.
being good,
ISIS.
much love.
You
safe.
talked about Iraq all the time. ISIS is a group of criminals who gathered from all over, mercenaries who were there to kill and only to kill
Yes.
with no real agenda. You agree?
Yes.
You think Palestinians are that?
No.
Don't you think we have
No,
a political
but I think
and
what
legal case to make?
but I think what
so why are we using these terms?
Ambassador,
we are using these terms to
let me make
allow
it-
the
let
Israeli
me make it clear.
war machine to kill
Let me
en
make-
By the way,
masse.
Ryan,
me
you need to
That's why
prepare
we're
yourself
using-
Let
so
me
hard.
respond.
So,
So
Let me
everybody
respond.
who
My
uses these
opinion,
words is
start
complicit.
from
Ambassador,
scratch.
let me
Everyone.
respond.
Everyone.
Work
Let me
hard on
respond.
Wednesdays.
Respond, please.
I do not believe that most Palestinian people support what Hamas did on October the 7th. I do not believe you do. I do not believe the Palestinian Authority does. So do not think for a moment that I think you're all the same. I think Hamas is a terror group who committed an act of unspeakable depravity and terrorism.
Oh,
and they
that's
must be
nice,
held
Ryan.
accountable.
What's the
question
position,
is,
by the way?
what is an acceptable way to hold them accountable? I do not believe a full ground invasion will do anything but make this 10 times worse, for the record. But let me ask you this. There are 200 hostages, I think 199 hostages being kept by Hamas. Should they be released? They include children,
Oh,
they
data
include
scientist,
Holocaust
nice.
survivors. What is your view?
Yeah, all
That's a
hostages
very,
should
very
be
nice
released.
position, man.
First of all, they should be kept safe,
Good money, too.
protected, and they should
I think
be
in
released.
3 years they
but
will get
hostages
to
from all sides.
How do we get to
$6,000.
peace here,
We
Ambassador?
have,
Final question.
we have 5,000 hostages in Israeli jail,
Let me
also including children and women.
Let me ask-
we have many of them,
Okay, you
hundreds,
made your point.
who are rounded there without charge or trial.
Let me ask
So
you fin-
everybody has to be released.
I've got to wrap this. The final question. How do we get to peace from here? It seems to me, after 30 years of covering this conflict, we've never been further away from peace between Israel and Palestine. How do we get to peace here?
By
Yeah,
saying
that's nice. That's nice.
from your heart and your brain that this is a
Would you
people's
move to
struggle for
US, by the way, or
106
not?
years. 106 years because it all started here. The Balfour Declaration by the British Empire, where they promised our land without consulting us. and they turned us in that 67 words into non-Jewish minorities. We were 98% of the population. We had lived there for millennia. We were the cradle of civilization. We produced every prophet. Palestine is the birthplace of Christianity. We were literally the hub of the region, the linkage between Europe, Asia, and Africa. And all of a sudden, we are only a non-Jewish minorities. And then Britain took over our land. And not only...
Bro, he's talking bullshit now. So the Jews and the Northern Arabian Israeli, which I am one of them, we helped British to kill the Ottomans here 100 years ago, something like that. So you were in the fucking Turkish army, man. How the fuck British people will give you the land? For sure they will give it to Jews, man. And us.
They denied our peoplehood and nationhood in 1917, but they denied us during the mandate our statehood, because the contract with the League of Nations was Britain will come and take mandate of Palestine to prepare us and to recognize us as a state as Palestine. You know what happened in the Nakba and the mass expulsion, the Jewish militias at the time ethnically cleansed 2/3 of our nation, including
I know the history.
Including my own parents. So
I know the history.
Since
and
then,
I have great sympathy, by the way, with what happened to Palestine.
Since then, my people, 67 and the military occupation that we discussed, since then, this is a people's struggle for freedom, for justice, for equality. This is a people's cry to survive.
How do we get to peace?
By full application of international rules. We did not create the post-World War II
two-state solution.
Yes, of course, Israel has to end its occupation that began in 1967. Refugee rights must be respected in accordance with international law. Two neighborly countries can get together with neighborly relations, but the Palestinian people have the right to defend themselves, and a state. We don't have an army. A state has an army. A state will do so. So occupation is the root cause of all this discussion.
I have to end it there. We've had half an hour. I appreciate you coming in. Thank you very
much. Hey guys, thanks for watching. It was nice. I think it's he's a good actor, I would say that. He doesn't know his history for his own people. He just talk about like what will happen. And he doesn't want to condemn any of the terrorist stuff that Hamas did on 7th of October. So, yeah, anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, even with a nice war above me. Lots of rockets going down here. We're enjoying the rockets. Just want to tell you, I have friends that works with... didn't want to tell you what, but they've been writing lots of subscribe to Conquistador and the Rockets. Oh, you know where they work now. Jeez. Anyway, subscribe. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys like the video. Lots of stuff was talking about here. Lots of emotional. I hope you guys take that in concern that we are in war. Lots of rockets above us. So yeah. Hope you guys like the video, and subscribe for us if you can. Much love.